Matthew, Corey, come here.
What was that for?
To show you that your timing wasn't lousy and it wasn't a mistake. And that I will definitely marry you.
You...
Yes.
You're not kidding?
No, I'm serious.
You'll marry me?
Of course.
You mean this?
Yes.
This is not a maybe.
Not a maybe.
This is a yes?
Yes.
You'll marry me?
I think it's finally starting to sink in.
We're getting married! Why are you doing this?
Why do you think?
Well, because you don't want to hurt my feelings.
No. Because I happen to love you from the bottom of my heart, and I always will.
I love you too, Josie. I love you.
I know. We have been falling apart, and I hated it too, and I don't ever want to lose you.
You won't. What about your job?
Well, I can do both. Why not?
I don't see any reason why not.
This is like a dream come true. I mean, I have someone like you, and a great career, and I just never thought this would ever happen.
Well, you should have asked me. I would have told you right away.
I believe that I can have it all, Matthew. For the first time in my life, I really believe I can have it all.
You killed him? No.
Yes.
Come on, you are such a kidder. You're serious?
Sit down, Cass.
I think I'm gonna have to stand, honey.
Tony Alamo and I. It was right after high school, before I went back to Oklahoma.
You went together?
He was my first real relationship.
And what about Ron? I thought he was the man who killed your trust in other men.
This is a part of my history that I left out, but I have to tell you now.
Okay. Go ahead.
I was working as a waitress to try to get some extra money for college, and that's when I met Tony.
You fell for him, didn't
Oh, yeah. He was great looking.
you? Yeah.
Charming. I asked him what he wanted to order, and he said me. I couldn't believe it.
And that's when you killed him, right? For using a line like that?
No! He loved me!
Did he have dark curly hair by any chance?
Tony had always been a ladies' man, you know.
Like me.
And I was so young, and so I was always worried that he was cheating on me, you know. And finally, I just couldn't take it anymore, so I hired a private detective.
Oh, Frankie!
Well, finally, the detective one day did call me and say that I was right. Tony was cheating on me. So I got the address and I went there.
You didn't.
I did.
How embarrassing for you.
Oh, more embarrassing for them. I walked in on Tony and this woman, and they were...
Gotcha.
And... Well, Tony, he goes crazy. He leaps out of bed. He's trying to explain everything to me. He's trying to get dressed at the same time. He doesn't realize that he's putting on this silk dressing gown, and I'm screaming, and he's screaming, and all of a sudden he grabs his chest.
And that's it?
Heart attack. The paramedics are smirking at him when, not only is he dead, he's humiliated.
I'm sorry, Frankie. Sorry, Tony.
This is
Please.
funny to you.
Well, it's certainly not a curse. It's poetic justice. I mean, the man was burning his candle at both ends, shall we say? It wasn't your fault. Come on.
That's not it, Cass. The rest is so terrible, I don't even want to tell you.
Make it sound like I'm going to ruin everything.
I didn't say that. I think it's a good thing that you and Sam are trying to work things out.
But you make it seem like I'm doomed for all the same problems that you had.
History repeats itself, Amanda, if we refuse to learn from it.
Excuse me. I have a message from Sam. He says he's gone upstairs to see Allie.
She's probably about ready to go to sleep. I'm going to go up too, okay?
apologize for Amanda.
It's not important.
Yes, it is.
No, what is important is why you never told me what a brilliant sculptor you are.
Oh, I'm not brilliant. I'm okay.
You're far too modest is what you are. You should be working.
It's not that easy, Ken.
Listen, I've been thinking about it. There is no reason why we can't turn your room into a studio.
My room.
Over the shop. The light is great there.
Ken.
We can rearrange the furniture, maybe
No,
bring in a
Ken.
work table. I could even build out into the
Ken.
roof. Yeah.
I've told you, I cannot come back to the Odyssey. I have to be here with my family.
I think that would be a mistake.
I've already explained to you what the problems are.
Rachel, listen to me. We both know why you left here. It wasn't to find a job. You were looking for a new life.
The company needs me, my family needs me. Amanda's having some problems that I need to help her with.
Hey, Rachel, I understand why you're afraid.
Who said anything about fear?
It's very difficult to leave here. Matt created a wonderful world, a beautiful house, a loyal, tight-knit family.
Ken, this doesn't have anything to do with fear.
But if you stay here, you'll just get swallowed up again. You'll be Matt Corey's wife and widow for the rest of your life.
I am Matt Corey's wife and widow. I'm not going to walk away from that.
No, of course not. But you're also Rachel Davis, a very talented woman who took a very frightening, very brave step, leaving all this to try to find out who she really is. Now, so don't tell me you're going to come back here for your children. Because if you could take a step back from your fear, you'd see that your children need to learn to be adults. And they'll learn that much more effectively without your ever-present protection.
You don't understand, okay?
It just seems to me that you have a golden opportunity here. And if you let it slide, you could lose yourself. Think about it. I'll be back in the morning to pick you up.
Oh, I wish I had a ring to give you.
Wait a minute here. No engagement ring? We just better call the whole
Cut me
thing
some
off.
slack here. I wasn't planning on this.
Oh, wait, hold it.
What?
You're off the hook. You already gave me a ring.
That dinky little thing?
I love this dinky little ring.
But that's a pre-engagement ring.
So we'll rename it. It is hereby, as of now, an engagement ring.
Oh, no. I'm going to buy you a serious diamond.
Serious?
Yes, a frivolous diamond wouldn't suit a woman who is formidable and imposing like you.
Matthew, I don't need a diamond.
Of course you don't need a diamond. All you need is me, right? But you want it. Come on, admit it.
No.
Josie, look me in the eye and tell me you don't want a diamond ring.
I love a diamond ring.
Of course you would. I'm
But it
very
doesn't
insightful.
have to be big.
Oh, well, how gracious of you.
Just
Thank
big
you very
enough to
much.
show the whole world that you and I belong together. This is Matthew Corey.
Well, you don't have to take my name if you don't want.
Are you kidding? Bag a Corey man and not use his name? Are you out of your mind?
So, when do we do it?
Do what?
Get married tonight, tomorrow?
Matthew?
Why? We shouldn't waste a minute.
We need time to make arrangements.
How much time?
Well, at least until June.
June?
Yeah.
Do you know what can happen between now and June?
What?
Well, the real estate market could get softer. The Bay City traffic could get worse. You might change your mind.
No, never.
Are you sure that's not why you want to wait?
Matthew, it has nothing to do with it. It's just I've got a very hectic schedule ahead of me.
Your work schedule?
Yeah. I've got a promotional tour and I've got public appearances and I want to get that all out of the way.
Okay. Well, you make sure after all that you clear your
I
schedule,
will,
or else
I
we're
will
gonna
call
keep on putting on.
Lucas in the morning and I'll clear May and June. How's that?
Yes, you do that.
We're gonna work it all out, Matthew. It's gonna be perfect.
Tell me to go.
Hey, Derek.
That was fast.
Yeah, she never showed up.
You sound too reliable.
Well, that's okay. I saw another woman at the beginning of last week. I'm gonna call Vicky tomorrow and tell her I made up my decision.
I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad I'm here too. It means we can spend the whole night together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that all you have to say?
No, there's just a minute.
What's going on?
Well, there's somebody I wanted to talk to, and I guess she must have left.
She left. Should I be jealous?
Why not? It's your turn.
You really are funny.
Hey, what? Come on, what's going on here? I'm kissing my wife. Why, you got a problem with that? What do you mean? I thought you said that you
Ben,
weren't...
I tell you what, why don't you get out of here and I'll explain later.
Fine, great. Talk about being hustled. Hey. I think you owe her an apology.
Frankie, tell me.
The way Tony died was in all the papers.
That he was caught in flagrante delicto and died of a cardiac infarction wearing a silk nightie.
I guess so. At the funeral, his grandmother, she was this old Sicilian lady. She saw me there, and she started pointing her finger at me and screaming, and she's screaming in Italian, and I don't even know what she's saying until I get the chef at the restaurant to translate it for me.
What was it?
The curse. I had killed her, Tony, so any man I ever loved will die.
And that's it? That's why you won't have anything to do with me?
Look, I know you don't believe in curses, Cass, but they are real. They have power. Mario, the chef back at the restaurant, he damn near dropped the ossobuco when I told him what she had said to me.
All because of an old Sicilian wives' tale?
Cass, I don't want anything to happen to you.
Oh, Frankie. I'm really touched that you're looking out for me. I really am. But I don't need it. This is all... I don't know how else to say it. It's just nonsense.
No,
I know
Cass,
you
it's
hate
not.
to hear that, but it's the truth. This old, grief-stricken, demented
No,
woman
she
said
wasn't
something.
demented. Tony was terrified of her. He said that she had this power. He called it the evil eye.
Look, why don't we carry on this discussion in the car? It's really getting a little chilly here.
I didn't believe in it at first, Cass. I really didn't. But then every relationship I have ever had has ended in disaster or worse.
What's worse than
And
disaster?
for a while, I thought that it was over, that the curse had been lifted. But when that building fell on you, Cass, I knew that it wasn't over, that it will never end.
Let me have the flashlight.
Cass, you have to listen to me.
Look, curses only work if you believe in them, and I don't. No, now come on, I'm gonna take you home. Come on.
John.
No, what's going on here?
Ben, just get out of here, okay? Okay?
Fine. You know, you're unbelievable. What the hell is his problem?
John, it's not what you think.
What do you mean it's not what I think? The guy is hitting on you. Where's your wedding ring?
I took it off.
Why?
It's a trick.
What?
I'm sorry, John. One of the waitresses here told me about it. Single women get bigger tips. I thought I'd try.
I don't like you making money this
John,
way,
what you
Sharlene.
saw was so unusual. Most of the guys
Look,
don't
I don't
even...
care what most of the guys do. We don't need money that bad.
You're overreacting.
I want you to quit this job, Sharlene. Tonight.
Okay. Let me find Al, okay? And let me find him, and we'll go home, okay? See if I can...
I'm not going home. Got duty at the hospital tonight.
I thought you were off tonight.
Half of the residents are down with the flu. I said I'd cover.
You must be exhausted.
Don't change the subject, Sharlene.
John, you're so tired. You're cross-eyed. Now, I wish you'd try to get some rest and not worry, don't you?
I'd worry a lot less if you'd put your wedding ring back on.
I'll do it. I'll do it right now. I will never take it off again, okay? Don't worry. I'll find it. I can't.
This is unbelievable. You know where I'll be.
Wait, it's in the kitchen. Don't worry.
We're gonna talk about this, Sharlene. We're gonna have to talk about this at length.
Yes, we'll talk.
Sharlene, are you okay?
I don't know.
Where's,
Ken left.
He'll be back, though, I'm sure.
That bothers you?
Told you how I feel about him.
He's my boss, Amanda, that's all.
Mom, you're being very naive.
And you're being very presumptuous. I'm not trying to replace your father, Amanda. I could never do that. I would never even want to.
But what does Mr. Jordan want?
To be a friend.
Why?
Amanda, he knew your father.
What?
He was the one who sold Mac the Red Swan.
Don't you think that's kind of an enormous coincidence?
Maybe. Maybe it's more than that.
What do you mean?
He was with your father the last week. He explained to me how at peace Mac was with everything. And how much he loved all of us.
You already knew that.
It was nice to hear, though. It put my mind at ease.
So what you're saying is because of Ken, you feel closer to Daddy?
Yes, in a way I do. Is that so strange?
What's strange is that you can't see through him. You actually trust this man.